Cyril Ramaphosa accused of links to criminal cartel. Cyril Ramaphosa accused of links to criminal cartel. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones, Winer TV. Please subscribe. South Africa's criminal justice system is required to report back to President Cyril Ramaphosa. Therefore, argues political analyst Prince Mashele, he must be involved in criminal syndicates that have allegedly taken over the system. Mashele revealed his theory of the president's awareness of these criminal activities during an interview on SMWX. Mashele was reflecting on the last few weeks of a parliamentary ad hoc committee probe and the Madlanga Special Commission of Inquiry into corruption in the criminal justice system. The bodies were formed after Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi made allegations of political interference in the South African police and the judiciary in July. This included the allegations that now suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu's directive to disband the Political Killings Task Team PKTT was for the purpose of obstructing an investigation into criminal networks in which he was involved. Mchunu said he briefed the president on the dissolution of the PKTT in December when the president found out about it over social media 2 months after it happened. Mashele said that if called to testify, Ramaphosa will say that he doesn't know anything about this, but he warned South Africans should not be fooled. The president knew everything. The intelligence reports to him, Mashele explained. The president is part of the criminal cartels that have taken over our state. Mashele explained that it is suspicious that Mchunu, as a minister, had the backbone to dissolve the PKTT without telling the president. Where does Mchunu get that confidence? He said. The president committed to forming the special branch of police in 2018. It was set up by the president, but a mere minister has the guts to dissolve it without informing him. Mashele said this proves Ramaphosa was in the know regarding the political interference in the criminal justice system. That's why Mchunu knew there will be no consequences for him, Mashele said. Equally suspicious, the analyst noted that Ramaphosa did nothing when he found out about the disbanding of the PKTT. The president knew everything. If I were president and I set up a crime-fighting mechanism and an inter-ministerial committee to deal with crime, and I learned 2 months later that my minister overruled me, I would fire the minister, Mashele said. The analyst also addressed the allegations that Ramaphosa is connected to Tembisa Hospital corruption kingpin Hangwani Maumela. A special investigating unit SIU investigation recently led to the South African Police Service raiding Maumela's Sandhurst mansion. Authorities seized the Lamborghini vehicle's luxury art and the other assets following an interim court order to preserve approximately 900 million in assets allegedly linked to irregular payments from Tembisa Hospital. Ramaphosa married Maumela's aunt 47 years ago and divorced her 43 years ago. He claims he does not know Maumela. However, a resurfaced video showed the two together outside of Maumela's mansion. Ramaphosa then explained in an oral session at the National Council of Provinces that he had only met Maumela twice by coincidence while on his daily 10-kilometer walks. Mashele does not believe this and critiqued the president for changing his story. He knows Maumela very well. This whole idea that he didn't know is absolute nonsense. Ramaphosa has been directly implicated in the testimony of former Minister of Police Bheki Cele. Cele claimed that Senzo Mchunu met with alleged criminal kingpins Vusimuzi Ket Matlala and Opa Brown Mokhosi to discuss his ANC campaign. This was leading up to the ANC presidential elections in 2017 when Ramaphosa won the presidency. Mchunu was one of Ramaphosa's most prominent supporters and campaign coordinator for KwaZulu-Natal. He recently denied allegations of the meeting in Parliament. The campaign, CR17, was under suspicion of money laundering by Parliament in relation to its donations, as records of the donations were sealed. A 194 inquiry committee raised concerns that the funds was used by prominent individuals to buy influence. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Wayena TV, please subscribe. Bye for now. Till we meet again next time. Subscribe.